Stop crying like a big fat baby, because Ben 10 is coming back. Hey everybody, Stu Carter here from Autonomy TV and Ben10Toys.net. And you know, it was only a few months ago at New York Toy Fair last February, I was giving you the sad news that because Cartoon Network canceled the Ben 10 show, Bandai was no longer going to make the Ben 10 toys. Yeah, and some of you guys are on the website going like, they canceled Ben 10. I don't have a reason to live anymore. No, you're really doing it. I know you were. I know. Well, you can stop crying like a big fat baby, because Ben 10 is coming back. Yeah, it's official. It's official. Cartoon Network has announced that they're bringing back the Ben 10 series. You know, of course, it's great news because, like, I'll admit, when I first heard Ben 10 was canceled, I was like, what am I going to do with all this Ben 10 stuff? Oh, but now you can go, legacy. Yes, and now you old timers like me, you can go, yeah, I was there for Ben 10 TOS. Yeah, that's the original series. Yeah. Yeah, you know, we didn't have no laser holographic omnitrixes back then. Oh, no. Lights and sounds. That was good enough for us. And some of the details, Cartoon Network says it's going to be back on broadcast worldwide in 2016, fall 2016. First U.S. broadcast, 2017, which kind of, I don't know, that would choke me up if I was in the U.S. However, there's an interesting development. If you read the small print in this announcement from them, they're talking about content for mobile, on mobile. You know why they're doing that? Because everybody's got a smartphone these days. I've got one. Everybody's looking at content on their smartphones. It's like the big deal, of course, with kids, with young people. You might know, you might have heard about Monster High. Mattel made a big deal. They produce Monster High webisodes just on YouTube, and they make some money off that, but they're making money selling the dolls. Now what's Cartoon Network going to do? Are they going to do YouTube episodes? Well, it's not really a Cartoon Network channel. They've got their own network. They've got their own websites and stuff. Maybe they're planning to produce releasable episodes on Cartoon Network. Are they doing that? I don't know. Are they doing that now with other kinds of episodes? I don't think so. But you guys let me know in the comments. It potentially could also go to some kind of revenue stream like Hulu, for instance. But the problem is for them is that, see, Cartoon Network is used to going out on cable. And the cable companies pay money for that. So what they're going to say, why are we paying money for Cartoon Network when you guys are giving it away or selling it through a subscription through your own website? So that complicates things. But the deal is, though, if they're releasing it in 2016 worldwide, and they say they're not going to put it in the U.S. market until the next year, but it's on the internet, yep. Except now, what happens? Sometimes these guys get crafty, and they make it so that you can't watch if you're in the wrong place. Like I live in the Borneo rainforest now. I'm not supposed to watch HBO or Netflix. I can, because I have some sneaky stuff I do. And if this happens, we will help you out on Ben10Toys.net. We'll let you know ways that you can watch these episodes, even if you're outside the area. More about that later. And Cartoon Network said that they're bringing back all the original characters. They specifically said all the original characters. And they mentioned Ben, of course, Gwen, his cousin, and Grandpa Max. Of course, we know Max is the actual star of Ben 10, right? Yeah. But they didn't mention Kevin. How can you say all the original characters and not mention Kevin Levin? What is going on with this? Is this like, I don't know, reminds me of Gilligan's Island when they said, and the rest. Young kids don't know about that, but we'll have to find out, I guess. And of course, Ben 10 started in 2006, and they're bringing it back now 10 years later, 2016. This has been huge, of course. 4 animated series, 2 live-action movies, 1 animated movie, toys, games, T-shirts, flippy flops, bootlegs. Stuff is big world. They've still got it on a toy in shelves locally here. I mean, Ben 10 is bigger in stores here than anything else I could think of. It's bigger than Transformers. Oh, yeah. And Man of Action remains the executive producer. They own the story. That's a good thing for you guys to think about. If you've got a story, write it down, copyright it. It's your story. You can sell it. You can make a ton of money. All you have to do is sit there with your legs up on the desk while the money rolls in. You just come up with an idea with a story that's original, and there you go. Something huge can happen. And they've said now that the toys, the Ben 10 toys, are going to be made by Playmates Toys. No longer by Bandai. We'll see. Playmates Toys, of course, you guys know they do Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and that's pretty much it. I mean, they've had Terminator, they've had Star Trek, some other things. The Turtles have been their thing. If they take Ben 10, potentially Ben 10 is a bigger line for them than the Turtles. So we'll see. Now I'm going to try to go back to the Hong Kong Toy Fair because they usually give me good coverage when I go there. They've got their own showroom in Hong Kong. I'll start going there. They won't have any toys. The Hong Kong show's in January. They won't have any toys for Ben 10 then. A year after that, they will, I'm sure. We'll see. We'll talk to them about that. And we'll see what they bring to the table. With the Turtles, of course, they've always had play sets. They've had great action figures. They've had lights and sounds on the action figures. They've got big figures and little figures. They've got lines for little kids and big kids and collectors. So it's an interesting development. And we'll see. We'll just have to see what happens with Playmates Toys and Ben 10. And of course, as it's got to take a year or two for you to see it, the new Ben 10 series, that may become sort of a bittersweet memory for you. That's what your parents would call a bittersweet memory. Bitter because maybe you're in high school or college now and you no longer care about those kind of shows. You've got other things to worry about. But the sweet would be that, it meant a lot to you back then. So here's what you do. You take your stuff, you box it all up, wrap it in tissue paper so the paint doesn't wear off, get rubbed together. Take the batteries out of your Omnitrixes and other stuff with batteries because the batteries can leak. Put them away, and someday when you have kids of your own, you can drag this stuff out and you can say, hey kids, this used to mean a lot to me. And your boy would be going like, where's the laser beams come out, Dad? I don't see nothing. This is a piece of crap. And you say, you know what? This meant everything to me when I was a kid. And it was good enough for me. It's good enough for you. So this is what you're getting for Christmas. And they'll be like, but you can do that to them when you have kids. So what are we going to do until the show starts? Well, we got a lot to do. First thing, maybe we'll have a contest to guess what's the name of the next series going to be. We'll do that on Ben10Toys.net. What's the name of the next series going to be? If you win, I don't know what I'll give you. Look at all this stuff. I got to talk about all this stuff. I got tons of stuff here. Look, I got the Ben 10 flippy flops. I got the Ben 10 golf set. I got to demo that. I've got this is the huge laboratory thing on my back wall. Can you see it? We have not done this. The transformation station. Significant scientific experiment to be done with that. And so hang on, subscribe at Ben10Toys.net. And until next time, have a great day.
Is out to kill me. I guess I'm doing okay. I'm lost among the millions just